I just finished my long run, 13 miles, 6:22 average pace. It was actually a really good run so far. Like, I would say the best run of my season so far, but hopefully plenty more to go. We don't have any trails near my house, so just like a low-key road there out and back. I don't know if you could see it. 13 miles, 6:22. All right, so it is currently Monday. Just came back from my run. I did 7 miles today, and then I did a 13-mile long run yesterday, which you guys would have heard about. So today we're gonna do something a bit different. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5 most important things to ask college coaches when you call them, or in person, or just to ask them in general. I'm making this video because these 5 questions help me better understand what my coaches, or the coaches I talked to, had in mind with my training, the team in general with me on it, and it gave me insight of what they had to offer and what their week of training looks like. So these are, in my opinion, the best 5, and these 5 questions helped me to get to where I am today. That is running D1, cross country, and track. Without further ado, let's get into it. Question numero uno, where do you see me fitting into the team? Now, this is a good opening question because it's like straight to the point, it's direct. It's basically asking the coach, like, where do you see me fitting into the team? So like, why are you recruiting me? Where would I fit in? Would I be like the number 1 spot? Would I need a red shirt? Without like asking if you really need a red shirt. Am I gonna be like a strong aspect first year, or would you need to like train me and I would need to get better in order to make the top team? This is important to ask just so you know like where you stand on the team, so you're not going in to your first year being like, you know, I'm the while like you're at the bottom and everyone else is just like up here. The second question is, what's the typical training week look like? So like for me, like this was a big question because back home in high school, I used to train on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and now like we mostly train Tuesday, Friday, and then we long run on Sunday. But it wasn't changed because we used to work out Wednesday and Saturday, like I said, and we would long run Monday. So it was just like a switch of like a schedule. Work out Tuesday, like easy run Wednesday, easy run Thursday, long run Sunday. So it's basically just like going into it, you know what to expect. So like you'll know like as soon as you get down there, like, oh, it's Sunday, I'm gonna long run. So you just know the schedule. After question number 2, this is what I usually ask, like, what would you have me doing? Because it's different. Like I go to a small school and everyone has a different training plan, you know? The top guys do more mileage and like the middle distance people do less mileage. And when they work out, they focus on speed, while like the long distance people focus on like long intervals with like short rests. So it was just nice to know like the coach actually like planned out like what I was gonna do and like when I was gonna do it. So like, you know, they actually care about you and that they actually want you to come to the school. Question number 4, what's the recruiting class like? This one is kind of important because you do want a good recruiting class, because if you don't have a good recruiting class, you're basically not going to be able to train with the people at your level. So for me, our recruiting class, we had a size of 8, and that was really, really big. It's 8 people freshman class, and we're all around like the same basically. Like some people are obviously better at like shorter speed, while others are better at like cross country. But it's just like that competitiveness that you want. So like you'll push each other, and you'll want to get better than them so you can make the team. But at the same time, you form like this bond, and it's just like a competitive, friendly bond that you want in order to push yourself to be the best and to reach your potential. Because if you have a small class, and let's just say like they're walk-ons, you're just gonna be training by yourself the whole time. And it's not bad to train by yourself, but it's so much easier to train with people that surround you and push you in practice. When you feel like giving up, you just push a little bit harder to get the workout done, and that's what makes the difference. The next question you could ask is your previous team success. So they've won in the past, and let's just say they haven't had the best years, but there's gonna be a good recruiting class in. Like that might be a school that you would want to, because they're low-key underrated maybe, but this year with the recruiting class they have, they're just gonna take that next jump, and you can be part of that. And like future goals for the team, like maybe like it's like a few rebuild years for the coach, and then once like you guys are all set and once you've grown and matured, then it's like hit the peak on maybe like your junior or senior year. The last question I usually ask is, do you see me redshirting, or do you see me playing or running or whatever sport you do? This kind of applies to everything. So if the coach wants you to redshirt, like that's not even a big deal because you get like a 5th year. You can maybe like squeeze your masters into that 5th year. But for me, I redshirted my freshman year. For me, I kind of enjoyed it because I was able to transition into the college life without having the pressure of racing, without having to focus on racing. And I could kind of just like see how it went. And it was pretty smooth, to be honest. It allows you to transition smoothly for freshmen. But if you don't redshirt and you want to play, and they do play you, that's not a big deal. Like, it just might be a little harder to transition and the schoolwork might get to you. But hey, if you have good time management skills, you're blessed. And you get saved that redshirt year in case you get injured. I hope you enjoyed this video. A little quick five major questions you should ask college coaches. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and yeah, peace, yo.